Hello, hello. This is Marwin from Crystal. Very good to be back on the stream. We're going to wait a few minutes before we kick this off. I mainly want to make sure that the audio works. Last time we didn't have the audio coming through. So I'm going to test on a different device to see if the audio is working. And yeah, we can kick it off. Today is going to be a little bit of fun stream, but also like a little bit focused on casino agents. So how to build them with IntentKit. We're probably going to show both the experience on nation.fun, but as well as on IntentKit.ai. So, the two products from Crystal, so we can take a look at that. But first, let me make sure that the audio is coming through. Live. Yep. First, let me make sure that I can hear myself coming through. Cool. So what is this about? As you know or don't know, like we at Crystal Network, we are building a framework for vibe coding AI agents, which means really you can develop any idea without programming skills. For this one, we have two main interfaces for people to use. The first one is sorry, just a second. The first one is nation.fun. So this is like a freelancer workplace. So anybody can build an AI agent and can make a buck out of it. We'll focus a little bit today on Vega, which is one of the latest agents that we have built, and it's using some specific skills to allow it to play blackjack, right? So typically here, we're seeding the pot. The pot keeps increasing, going up or down, depending on the winning of the participants. And then anybody has the opportunity here to play around the blackjack. And as an agent owner, you can, of course, make some profit as well. So this is really one way of using agents in the wild. You can build AI agents. You can use them as freelance workers, make you some passive revenue. They're actively making you passive revenue. And you don't need coding skills. The other interface is IntentKit. So with this one, let me see if I have a fresh wallet. Let's use. I just need any wallet really. All right, cool. So I'm going to sign in. The reason why I'm actually using a fresh wallet is with this interface, IntentKit.ai, which is more focused on developers, you really get to build one agent per account for now. There will be options to pay later on to build more. I already have an agent on this wallet, so let's try another one. Sign out and sign in, different wallets. I'll find a wallet that doesn't have an agent. It's fine. So the idea here is really that the building interface for IntentKit.ai is a bit different. It's like conversational versus the nation.fun. You're really using menus and drop downs, etc. So we'll go through both of them. But first of all, let's see what this is about. So this is Vega. It's one of the agents we have published on the platform. What Vega has, it has a wallet, and then it has a pot in that wallet. Around 600 USDC. And then it allows users to play a round of blackjack, and the user can bet between $1 to $30. And if they win, like if the user wins, they double their winning. If they lose, of course, the money goes into the pot. And this agent actually is quite interesting because it has a few key skills that are very powerful. First of all, it has the transfer skill. So this is required to send the winnings to the user. Then you have the wallet detail, of course, so the agent can know its wallet. I'll show you later on some interesting integration of this agent into the base app. And for such integrations, XMTP is actually a cool skill to have that allows you to have now chat with this agent into other systems, like into the base application. The casino skill is the key for this agent. So it has two kind of like secure functions here. The first one is to shuffle a deck of cards. So it creates a deck of cards and shuffles it. And this one draws one card, two cards, based on the rules of the game of this deck. There is a current time skill that allows the agent to know which round you're playing at which time. And more importantly, there is a portfolio skill that it allows the agent to see that you have placed a bet. So the way it works, you start the round. The agent will ask you to send an amount between 1 to 30. You send that. The agent will go and check whether that amount came from your wallet, the wallet that is playing. And if it did come, it will start the round of blackjack. If it didn't come, it will not start. So let's do a run, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and say, let's play a round of blackjack for 1 USDC. You have some quick functions here that you can use, right? Again, these ones allow you to just quickly start with the agent. So with the XMTP skill, the agent has prepared for us here the transaction. So it can prepare the transaction, and all you have to do is just click on this one. It will pop up your wallet with the transaction that you can verify. What's happening here is sending 1 USDC from your wallet that you're playing with to the agent's wallet, to Vega's wallet, which I already saved here. And then once I sign this transaction, the 1 USDC will leave my wallet, will be sent to the agent. The agent will take a few seconds to check if the transfer has arrived. So for that one, it will use the wallet transfer check. So you can see here it marked actually the time of the round when it's starting. And then it has also checked that the transaction came through. All right, so it's confirmed. It has dealt a couple of cards. So it has the dealer's card, which is 9. And then my card is 8 and 7. And then it gives you the option to hit or stand. To be honest, I'm not a good blackjack player, so I'm going to play a couple of rounds, right? So I think I will hit on 15. What will happen here is that the agent will go and draw a new card, right? So it calls here the draw skill, and it gets me an ace. So it's a 16 or 6. I think I will hit again. I mean, the thing here is that actually it's a conversational agent. So sometimes you see that the LLM, and I'll talk about this a little bit, right? The choice of LLM matters. With the mini is not very smart. So sometimes it makes like some silly logic mistakes. For instance, here it did not draw a new card, right? You need to draw me a new card. The idea here is that it's conversational dealer, so you can really, really chat with them and have, different approaches to how you play the game. So you can ask them for advice. You can try to cheat. You can try it out, and that's really what makes it a little bit different from the normal play. All right, so I busted apparently, right? So that's not good. I'll go ahead and try another one, another round. I'm gonna go double or nothing this time. Another round for 2 USDC. All right, 2 USDC. Let's see if it has prepared the right transaction. Yep, 2 USDC to the agent wallet. Go ahead and sign it. It was sent. And then let's go. I have 15 again. The dealer has 9. Let me double check actually. Is this a new deck of cards? Because it sounds a little bit repetitive to what was done before, I think. The 9 and yeah. It's a similar hand, so I'm gonna check. Can you please shuffle a new deck just to be sure? I'm being nice here. But then the agent instructions might, prevent it from doing this. Yeah. And serve me from the new deck you just shuffled. So this is good testing where you can add these instructions, of course, into the agent design later on to say, like, make sure to use a new deck every round, serve new cards. All right, there you go. So the dealer has a king. I have a 13, so I'm going to hit. I think an 8 will give me a 21. Give me an 8. Right, and I bust. All right, well, I lost again. One last time. I want to see that it actually does, how to say, one more round for 3 USDC. I want to show actually the sending of the winning. Like if you win, the agent will be able to call the transfer function and send the winnings. All right. Kids do not gamble. That's the fun part. Gambling, no bueno. All right. I lost 1 USDC, 2, and I'm playing 3. This one I'm going to make it all back. 100%. 100%. Okay. Let's see. Checking the transfer. Man, this is not good. It drew right away. I didn't ask you to draw for me the 3rd card. So let's see the sequence here. Check the current time, started the round, wallet history. Yeah, wallet history. It shuffled a new deck of cards. It drew a card probably for the dealer. It drew for me, and then all of a sudden drew a 3rd one. So what do we go ahead and do here? I'll update. Let's try it out actually with a different LLM. The mini, sometimes it's not very good, let's say. All right, let me see, Crystal. So this is the creator wallet. I'm going to log in and change the LLM a little bit. Right, so we go ahead and update the agent. I'll show you actually on your agent how to build it. That's the next thing we're going to do. But then here, I'll just use actually a 5, GPT-5. Let's go. And then with this one, we should have a little bit more smarter play. Let's see how much USDC I have. I don't actually have any USDC in this wallet. Let me send some money so I can play. Actually, I'll play with the other wallet. All right, log out. Log in again. The other wallet has USDC. Connect. All right, I'm going all in this time. Right. Where's base? By the way, this is only a base. I have 350. So let's start a new round. Start a new game with rules to make sure that we agree on what are the rules of the game. All right, let's play. Misspelling. 350. I think that's what I have. 350. Let's try 3 USDC. Is there a thing with the 50 cents here? Speaking of 50 cents, actually, I just moved to Sydney recently, and then on the day I moved, 50 Cent was in town. They're filming apparently a new Street Fighter movie, which is, I don't know, the last ones were not really good. The latest Mortal Kombat were very good. I think it's a good filming, good acting, good story. But Street Fighter never has been a good franchise to put on TV, and then 50 cents in it is not great either. All right, 3 USDC. The dealer has a. Is this the last round? No, it's a different round. Okay. Hit, I guess. Don't bust me. Don't bust me. I'm gonna stop playing after this. That's it. Damn it, I bust. All right. Told you, not good at this. One last actually experience that I want to show before I switch to the building part, right? So I'm gonna share a particular window here. Sorry about the multi-screen, but this is what I want to show. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen on the phone because I want to see a little bit how the base app works, right? So with XMTP, what we are able to do is that we are able to put the agent available as chat in the how to say, in the base application or any other application, like any other wallet that has maybe chat. You can chat through a base name or something like that. You can have it in there. So you can see here, this is my chat with Vega. We're working with the base team to have it listed with the right name and the right logo as well. But then for now, actually, we can go ahead and play the round of blackjack right from the chat here. And then I'm going to go ahead and start it, right? Let's play. So what's happening here is using the XMTP to actually, interact with the same agent that you have seen on the web browser on nation.fun, and it's using my wallet connected to let me show you a little bit, right? So I have a wallet here, different address with funds on it, 3 USDC, and I'm going to play this game straight from the base app, 1 USDC. It should also give us the transfer function. There you go. So it prepares the transaction for us to send the 1 USDC. I'm just going to click approve. It will now trigger the wallet approval from the base app. I hit send. And I think it will check now that the money has arrived and start the game. Cool. All right, dealer has 10 and I have 16. I lost this round before when I hit. I busted. I'm going to try again. Hit. Perfect. I don't need to hit anything. Just stand on my 21. Fuck. Shit. All right, so it's a push. It's a tie. No payout. Let's do again. 1 USDC again, please. This morning is not my day. I'm not winning any. I'm not winning any. But again, we're in it for the tech, so I'm going to show you a little bit how to build these things. Sent again. I just did. All right, I have a 17. 17 is always a tricky one. I'll actually stand. That's my mistake. In all the games I hit, I never stood. Cool. There you go. There you go. There you go. We won a round. Send me my money. So I won. And ask for the money. What? You do have USDC. Oh, it's my credits. My credits. I gotta work on this one. All right. Check your balance. All right, I got to debug this one, understand what's the issue. The potential issue is that what I have here with this account is actually not enough caps, not enough credits for the action points to continue interacting with the agent, which is a bit unfortunate that it happened just when I won. But the idea is that actually you play, and when you win, it sends you back. So you see here, the previous one, I got $2 this morning when testing. It's testing also like last week as well, $2. So this is the normal behavior. Okay, let's go back to building this, right? So I'm gonna remove this one and let's go to a builder mode. I will share a screen. I'll share a window. Cool, we're in. Okay, so how do we build these things, right? So that's really the focus of this session. I'm going to go ahead and start a new agent, and I'm going to jump straight into advanced mode because it's more straightforward. So for this one, I want to go through the building, but with focusing on maybe not the blackjack. Let's do a new agent. So this one would be a dice game. So let's say dice test. That's the name of the agent. We'll just put any picture. It doesn't matter. Let's say Crash Bandicoot. Okay, and it's gaming, and we're gonna go next. Now, depending on how the game is sophisticated, you always want to consider the different LLM options. I think like a mini or a nano is very fast, so it comes like the interactions are much faster, but then mistakes or missing steps usually is a little bit, it happens. So that's the risk of it. If you go for 4.1 or maybe 5, then it's a little bit more expensive, like for each interaction. But then also like you have better accuracy, perhaps better experience. So you play around with them. Starting with the mini is always a good starting point. So this agent is, I'm going to give it a purpose, which is you play a game of dice with the user. In the personality, let's go like rude. Yeah, rude, challenging, boastful, winner, right? Whenever you win. Now the principles, actually, this is where the rules of the games comes in. So you only play one round of dice with the user. And then here are the steps to follow. Okay. So first, ask the user to send like the bet, right? A bet between, and here you can actually decide the range, or you can keep it open. So I'll say between, let's do actually smaller tests for this one. 0.1 USDC and 1 USDC on base network. Then we can say confirm that the transfer was made. Confirm, like we're gonna add some rules here to actually show some guardrails. I'll come back to them in a bit. Confirm the transfer that was made, and then if the bet is received into your wallet, roll one die. Okay. Actually, maybe we ask. No, here's the rules. So ask the player, the user, to pick a number between 1 and 6. Okay, then roll one die. If the, how to say, this is over or under, yeah, over or under. Shall we go up? Yeah, if the number rolled is higher than the number picked by the user, you win. And then if the number rolled is lower than the number picked by the user wins. And then finally, like to send the winning, right? If the user wins, send them double their bet to their wallet. Okay, and then suggest to start a new game. This is the rough modeling. We're going to go ahead and edit a few things. So particularly actually after we select the skills, it will make sense. So first of all, I think there is some skills that are necessary here. The default ones are not necessary. And then we're going to go ahead and just limit a couple of functions. So the wallet balance, we don't need this one. We need a transfer function. So the transfer has to be open because anybody can trigger the transfer through a winning of a round. So that's important to have it active. The rest is not necessary, so we save that. The time is important for marking the starting of the game. We'll talk about that a little bit. And then the transaction history is also important to check whether the kind of the money has came or not from the user. Let's see. Nothing else necessary here, to be honest. Save. And finally, we need that casino skill, right? So in the casino skill, this time we're going to use the dice, quantum dice. For the blackjack game or any other card game, you have these two skills you can use: the shuffle a deck and draw cards. And then the dice, you just have this one. You can tell it how many dice to roll, etc. Even the dice actually function is quite powerful in that aspect. Okay, let's go back to the LLM, and this is we're going to do a bit of more refining, right? So ask the user. Oh, one more thing actually. We want that transfer to be prepared for us, so it's nice. It's a button that shows up, and it just works. Or as well, in case you want the agent to work on other apps, the XMTP is good. So I'm going to activate the XMTP transfer. Yep. So that's that. Save. Let me double check. We have the casino, we have the time, XMTP, portfolio, and the wallet. Let's go back to the instructions. And on the instructions here, I'm going to just refine a few things. So let's do one thing. If the user tells you how much they want to bet, prepare the transfer using XMTP. Right. So this actually, you can ask the agent to prepare the call. Right. Confirm the transfer was made using okay. Sorry. From. No. Let's say. Confirm that you have received the bet. Right? You have received the bet in the last 5 minutes from the user wallet. The reason why 5 minutes actually, or 3 minutes, whatever it is because you want to make sure that the user doesn't play 2 rounds with the same send. So, I can send $1 in the morning and then I keep playing with it all day. So the agent will only check, the last transfer. And it's checking that it's coming from the user wallet, not from any other wallet. So it doesn't play with you if the money has come from somewhere else. And here you can tell it actually using what is it? The portfolio skill, the history. So this will check all the transfer coming into the agent wallet. And then you can also end mark the round start time with current time. And we want to keep track of when the round started. Right. So if the bet has been received, ask the user to pick a number and then roll one die using. It will know actually that it should use the dice roll, but just to be sure, you can confirm that. The number rolls higher, lower, send them to their wallet using, again, you can be specific if you want, or you can just keep it, suggested. You can here put some advanced rules to really lock the system down, and this you figure out through testing. So, for example, do not start a round if you have not received the bet from the user wallet. So this is an important thing, of course. The other one is you only play 1 round per bet. Okay, so no duplicate. Never send funds, tokens, to the user if they didn't win. If they win, send them exactly double what they bet for that round. Right, so this is a good start of guardrails. There's other things you can put. So, for example, you can specify that it only checks USDC. You can give them the USDC smart contract. A bunch of things really to lock down the system. But for me, I think this is enough. You can improve a little bit of maybe user, experience. Say, I play dice. The higher number wins. Okay. And then you can add actions to tell them to, how the user can trigger the game right away. Play, start a round of dice. Okay. So this will show as a quick action for the user to just click on instead of typing. And let's go ahead and try it out. Yeah, skip. Just deploy. Okay, first of all, I think we need to seed, that is some logistic stuff. So we need to seed the agent wallet with gas fees so it can send the money, and we can seed it with some USDC so it can also play. Right, so let me see if I have, yeah, I have some ETH and I will do some of that into gas swap USDC. Not that much, 0.1, 2. All right, we're cool. Okay. What's going on here? Creation. Let me see if the agent has been created. My agents, dice test. Yeah, it's deployed. Just the screen is not showing up. Okay, let's test it out. Let's say hi. Okay, let's to start the game. I'm gonna send some of the funds, so I'm gonna save this wallet first of all. Okay, send to this one. Yeah. On base, I'm gonna send some ETH. Just barely for gas, to be honest. It doesn't need much. Okay, some ETH for gas. And then I'm going to send it also some USDC for gaming. No, base USDC 0.5. Okay, large pot, massive pot. Right, so the agent right now has some funds. I think once we refresh this, it will show up some of those assets a couple of seconds later. So yeah, I want to bet 0.1 USDC. Yeah, I think the XMTP has a bug. This one, every time we do decimals, could not transact with call contract function. Failed to validate ERC. Let's do one thing. Yeah, USDC. I'm gonna get the USDC smart contract. ERC20. Yeah, we sent some USDC. We're gonna get this smart contract. And we're gonna tell the agent. Not sure if it's a smart contract address. USDC contract address on base is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a smart contract address thing or XMTP literally does not handle decimals, which I suspect is a second reason. So you can only bet in whole numbers. Yeah. Let's try again. I want to bet 0.1 USDC. So it's a smart contract address, I think. Execute transfer. Okay, so what is it sending? It's sending it to the right address. Yep. 6F5D, 6F5D. Let's go. Okay, the money's in. Pick a number between 1 and 6. This is actually a stupid game because I can always pick 6 and win, so we can change that. We'll update this into the agent. So I should be able to win this one. What? Asshole. Yeah, that's not good. Yes, let me actually fix this game a little bit because this is a broken game at this point. So what we'll do actually, we'll roll a die for each player. Yeah. So let's see. Roll one die. Confirm that you have received. So first of all, you ask the user to bet. Prepare the transaction. Roll one die for the user and one die for yourself. There you go. Using dice roll. This is a better game, yeah. 2-die roll. And then we'll say here, whoever has the highest number on their die wins. Simple. If the user wins, and to their wallet, and then if they lost, don't send them anything. Very clear. And just changing the orders here, 6 and 7. I'm gonna do one instruction here to, use emojis to make the game progress more visual. Yeah, because we have the emojis for numbers, for dice. Maybe it's just like it's more appealing. You can add those instructions to go into the system. Okay, let's start another round. Let's play a round for 0.2 USDC. Somebody told me when you go to the casino, always double your betting. You win more or you lose faster and go home quicker. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna do the transfer. 0.2, sign, send. Okay, the dice roll, I got 4, and he got 1. So what did he do? He marked the time of the round, roll, check the history of the wallet, the money is in. It rolled 2 die, and then 4 and 1, and then called the transfer function, and then sent us 0.2. And I'm actually going to go check that it sent us 0.2. Okay, transactions. Oh, it sent us actually 0.4, double 0.2. There you go. All right, so the agent works. You can of course go and play around with it, change some of the rules, whatever you think is best to make the game more entertaining. I'm gonna go switch a little bit to the IntentKit.ai just to show a bit the experience here on how we can go about it. So for this one, let me start. I'm gonna create a new wallet just to be clean. Add the counter wallet, create a new account, Ethereum account, yes. Account 36, dice test. Can I create a new one? All right, fine. Okay, cool. So this one I should be able to have a free agent. And then the good thing about this IntentKit.ai is that you actually get higher capped limits for testing per day. So it's good for developers. They can play around with the product. They can see, you know, how their agent works, do more testing, and then, no, this is not the wallet that I want to, what is it called? Oh man, dice test. I lost track. Sorry. Too many wallets. Most of them are empty. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Why is it not giving me access? Let's go. I might have to reuse an old account by cleaning up an agent. Okay, go in. Go in. Okay, sign to verify. There you go. All good. Fresh account, no agents. Let's go ahead and have a look. So what you can do, actually, you can go and have a discussion with the creator here to create an agent that does what you want to do. Or you can just create a vanilla one and then go and I'll show you how to edit it. I'll probably do something in between. So I'm going to go ahead and say create an agent called Dice Player. It plays 1 round of dice with the user, rolling 2 dice, 2 dice, rolling 2 dice, 1 for itself and 1 for the user, and whoever gets the higher number wins. All right, simple stuff. So what happened here is that the creator, we should give a name to this AI that creates agents. We'll think about something. Let's call it the Crestal AI. So Crestal AI, what it does right now, it has created a little bit the agent for us, give it a name, picked some basic stuff. We're still refining some of these, like there is no skill called dice, right? So we're still refining the correct skill mapping as part of the alpha. I'm going to go ahead and say add the casino skills and add the current time skill. Let's see if it does that. Okay, more bugs to report. Try again. Oh, add the casino skill. Yeah, never mind. We'll just deploy this one and then go ahead and and modify it manually. Okay, so the agent has been deployed. You can check the details here, and this is actually a more condensed version of what you have seen on the other app. So first of all, using GPT-4 Nano, I'm going to go ahead and bump it to 4.1 just to see something different. It has a wallet. The prompts, you can edit them. So the dice player engages in a single round of dice with the user rolling 2 dice, 1 for itself and 1 for the user, and also the winner based on the higher roll. Casual and friendly, the dice player maintains it lighthearted. You can, you can edit all these if you want to. The principal roll dice fairly and randomly for each turn. Clearly announce results to the winner after each round. Maintain a friendly. Yeah, you can. Again, this would work, but it's not an issue. Now for the skill specifically, I think this is the part that was missing. I would like to have the casino skill. Oh, where's the casino skill? Not here. Dude. Casino skill. Interesting. Didn't push here. Yeah, that's not good. Casino skill is not here. But just an idea is like you can add skills by clicking on them here, and that will add them. So for example, the portfolio analysis, you can add that one. You will need your own API key for some of them. So that's the difference between Nation and IntentKit. This is more for developer, so it's bring your key versus Nation. Usually some of the keys we give to you if they are free. So actually, even the non-free ones we give. But yeah, this is not going to work out because I don't have the casino skill in here. I'll check with the team. The other thing, actually, the main purpose of this, of course, is that you can go and use the API. So you can get the API keys for the agent you created, and this you can just go and build a UI for it. You can build an app to go and interact with it, and you can have the whole experience customized to what you want to have. And of course, if you're like you really want to go and have more control, you can see here there is the full JSON from IntentKit. So for instance, if I have like some XMTP skills, these are private, so the transfer I'm gonna make it actually public. So everybody can use it, and then I'm gonna save the changes. And that's what edits really the JSON of the agent. You can set up autonomous tasks. You can see the tasks log here as well. So for example, you can see let's do one. Check your balance. And then we're gonna run it every 50 minutes. Check balance. Okay. So the agent tasks will show up here. You can see the execution history of each task that is happening. Of course, you can delete the tasks. You don't want them to keep running in the back. Yeah, this is the agent. Let's test it. Hi. It doesn't make sense because it's going to actually hallucinate about the dice that's going to roll. That's why the casino skill is actually important. It's kind of a quantum dice, so it's unique, generated randomly, and then this is a fake game. It's not a real game. So it's a unique die that gets rolled, and then every result is stored as well, so you can have the traceability of it. Yeah, so I think generally today, if you want to go and build some of these agents like Vega, you'll be able to build them much better on this UI, unless of course you want to have your custom, your custom UI. You can build here, you get the API keys, and it's pretty straightforward. You get higher rate limits, etc. So you can do much more. There is a few bugs that this was a good session, so we tested a few of them. I'll report on those, but then generally it's quite stable, and I'm personally happy with it. So you can go ahead and test Vega. That is, if you're a big player, you can try to get the USDC 600 through playing or through maybe prompt hacking. Let us know if you find bugs or anything like that. Just my DMs are open on Telegram as well as on Twitter, if I can chat about that. And then, yeah, I'm looking forward to actually integrating Vega to the base app. We're doing a few more testing to have good UX, smooth UX, and then we're going to announce that. So that will allow anybody from the base application to see the chat agent and play with it. You can put it into groups. You can play with it with your group of friends. Yeah, so cool things coming with this. It's all powered by this casino skill. We'll be able to add a few more to enable other games, but typically with the ability to roll dice as well as a deck of cards, you can really have a lot of games that are played in a casino, and then you can go and deploy that. That's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to share. We have teased this a little bit before. It was a little bit obscure. How does it work? How it's built? So this session allows anybody to build their versions. Would love to see them. Would love to promote them. If you have some agents that you have built yourself that you believe are good games, reach out to them. Or reach out to us. Actually, we'll push them to the main page as well, and then help promote that agent if it has like a fair game principle that has like a good pot, sizable pot that people can play with it. And you can set up your own rules, right? So with Vega, we can decide to use some of the pot for some reason every month or whatever. Again, this is your business. You decide what you want, and we're here to support you. So yeah, reach out to us, let us know. Meanwhile, we're working on a few other cool things. A lot of the team effort is really focused on the IntentKit AI. We want to have this as stable as possible. There will be a much cooler version that we are testing right now for this vibe coding, where you'll be able to see side by side what you're building versus the results, so testing immediately. And of course, more stable with the right skills, with no bugs, with better templates as well that you can use right away. So all of this is coming in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Happy to have this session happen. It has been a couple of unstable weeks for me, moving countries and whatnot, but now back to business. So speak to you soon. And if you win with Vega, let me know. Cheers.